Hello guys, this is Destination D with another video. I wanted so bad to make this video in one take, but apparently my phone decides for itself whether it takes 200 megabytes for a 3 minutes piece of video or whether it eats up like 2 gigabytes for it and runs out of space. So I have to make take 2. I think this video will be scheduled to be uploaded to YouTube for Tuesday, but I had to make it today because today is Monday, and today the Hall of Dark is available in Kairos Dungeons as by the game schedule, and as I need Essences of Darkness for one of my next videos, I had to farm it today pretty much all the time. And while I was doing that, of course, I wanted to make it as efficient as I could. So while I was doing that, I came up with what I think is the perfect team for doing Guardian of Darkness B6. And I would like to present this team to you. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you the exact boss fight. Of course, I'm gonna don't want to waste your time for looking at my mobs fighting trash before the boss because they are doing it pretty fine in the automatic mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna show you the pre-battle screen with my team. And so here it is. So my main monster, my leader for this fight is Wind Oracle, 5 stars, 35th level capped, not awakened, and her leader skill, which is applied to this battle, is the increase of attack speed of aligned monsters by 24%. The next monster is 5 stars level capped for this grade, Wind Ninja. The next one is the Fire Werewolf Awakened, so it's Garrosh, it's 5 stars and again level capped. The next one is Wind Undine, it's 4 stars and is level capped for its grade, but it's just 4 stars. And the last one is Water Epicum Priest Awakened, so it's Rena, and she's 5 stars and not level capped, she's just level 25. And we are fighting 5 stars level 40 boss in Hall of Dark B6. So, as I said, we have skipped the trash mobs, but this actually is getting as close to the real conditions I'm working with because my monsters could waste all the good cooldowns on trash like they used to. So we can have a bit of a hard time fighting the boss actually, but I think we're gonna be fine. So now we are going to the boss encounter, and what I would like to describe this boss encounter in 2 words is that it is dot hell, and by dot I mean damage over time effect. This is MMORPG terminology. This means that the effect, once applied, is going to do his thing, whether it's dealing damage or healing by some continuous time. As we are speaking about Summoner's War and it has turn-based combat, it means that the dot is ticking, so is applied each turn. By the beginning of each turn, the damage over time effect is applied to a certain mob. So, as I said, this fight packs a lot of dots. This boss has 2 same towers which have the same effect. It's Poisonous Crystal. It inflicts continuous damage to all of your team, and it is applied for 3 turns. As you can see, this is similar with both of the towers. And the boss itself, he has his basic attack that deals damage to all of your party and can stun any of your monsters, which is kind of a crap because you don't want your monster stunned. He's missing his turn this way. The second attack of this boss is the Death Glare. It deals damage to all of your monsters again, and it can also apply continuous damage to all of them or to several of them. That depends on their resistance. And the last one is, of course, if he kills a mob, is he kills a monster with his strike, he can strike again. This is pretty standard for Guardians. And now we are turning to my team. So the first one, apparently the fastest one, is Fire Werewolf, the Garrosh. And his attacks are pretty basic. This one deals pretty poor damage, and it can apply the unrecoverable effect to the boss. This is not applicable to this fight. This will not help us here. This will help in other fights. I will maybe make a video on them later, but for now it's just a basic attack. We don't need its special effect. The next one can stun the mob, but of course it cannot stun the boss. So it's just a double attack that deals like decent damage, not so much. And the last one, and the one I am taking Garrosh to this party with me, is his survivability and his recoverability. So he recovers 10% of his health each turn, and he has enormous health pool. Like he has almost 20,000 health. So we need this monster here in order to be able to stand the punch and be in the battle before, well, till the end. Till the end. We want as many monsters alive as we can. So this is for Garrosh, and we are just basically attacking the boss. Now he applies his dot. We have no use for it here. The next monster is Winged Ninja, and he has pretty interesting abilities. This is his basic attack, but it does not only deal the damage to the boss, direct damage, it can also apply continuous damage for one turn, which is good. We want as many dots on boss as possible, because the damage over time effect does not inflict a fixed amount of damage in HP. It inflicts fixed percentage of damage. It inflicts 5% of damage for each tick, which is great when we are fighting bosses or other monsters with huge health pool, because no matter how much health the boss has, he will always lose 5% of his total health pool each tick of the continuous damage. So this is great for fighting bosses. But this second ability is even more useful to us because it deals great damage, and it also delays the next boss's attack, because it removes 30% of his attack bar. So his next attack is delayed, and we want to delay as many boss attacks as we can. So we are going with this one, and the last one I will cover next time when the next turn of Ninja is coming. So now we are attacking with Slicing Winds. And the boss, he recovers a bit of his attack bar, but he lost some. Well, so the next monster is Winged Oracle. For now, only his basic attack is available, and this is just a normal attack. But what's special about this attack is if it lands critical hit, her attack bar is restored by 15%. This is pretty useful. So we're going with this basic attack. The next monster is Rena. Rena is here also for her great survivability, because she has the great health pool. Even if she's not capped, she's 5-star monster now, not capped, but she has pretty huge health pool, and also her first attack has vampiric capabilities, so she recovers 30% of the damage dealt. And her next skill is Healing, which will heal 2 monsters with the less health remaining, which can help us a lot in this fight. And her last ability is Mana Shield. When she takes critical hit, she pops up a Mana Shield that will absorb 20% of damage. The damage that is equal to 20% of her total health pool, and as she has big health pool, this is pretty useful in any fight in this particular. So we are just dealing the basic Rena's attack to the boss, and we are coming to Undyne. This monster is pretty weak, and she is ruined pretty badly for now, as you can see on your screen, but she has great skills. The first one is just a basic attack. It deals almost no damage, so we don't need this one. But the second one, it not only inflicts damage to the enemy, but it can put the enemy's skill on cooldown, and we want to put this boss's skill on cooldown badly. So we have a chance to do that. Let's try. We didn't succeed, but that's okay. Now we're back to Garage, and we are dealing his basic attack. Now we're back to Ninja, and now we're going with Storming Gale. It throws 6 stars, so it attacks 6 times, and each attack has a chance to apply continuous damage to the boss, so you can have 6 dots on boss at once. This will deprive him of 30% of his health bar. This is great. We shall try this. Well, 1 dot is applied, which is pretty bad, but that's still okay. So now we're back to Undyne because our Oracle is on cooldown, because it was stunned, and we are attacking with basic attack. Now the second attack of Garage, does some decent damage, but not much. We're back to Ninja, and we are trying to apply a dot, and we succeeded. And now we are back to Oracle, and another ability is available now. This is Fate of Destruction. It has a chance to apply dot to the boss, to apply continuous damage for 3 turns to the boss, and it also plants a bomb on the boss, which, when exploded, will deal huge damage to the boss. So we want to go with this one. And we are unlucky. This is pretty bad. Now it's time to heal our monsters with Rena's ability. And now we're back to Garage. And now we're back to Undyne. And I think I missed one teeny tiny but very important ability. I hope we have chance to get back to that. And now we are trying to delay boss's attack with second ninja skill, and we succeeded in that. And we're back to Oracle. And now we're back to Rena. She recovers a bit of her health. Now we are back to Garage. He applies his attack. And now this is what I wanted to cover. This is the best ability of Undyne ever. This Spirit's Blessing. It removes all harmful effects from your monsters. It gives them immunity from any harmful effects, i.e. dots in this case, for 2 turns, and it heals all of the monsters for 15% of their health. So we of course are going with this one. So we applied the healing, and we now have the immunity against effects that boss and his towers can apply to us. We are not, of course, immune from his direct damage, but that's okay. Now we're hitting with Ninja's ability, now we're hitting with Rena's, and now we're back to Garage, his basic ability, and now we are back to our Oracle. If she applied her bomb, we would have a chance to detonate it now with this ability, Promise Time. This ability is great because not only detonates any bomb attached to the boss, it also removes all of the damage over time effects from him, i.e. continuous damage, but it deals their total damage at once. So if you have like 6 dots on the boss, they will deal their total damage in one hit of the spell. But because our Oracle doesn't have much time on this earth left, we're going to go with this even now. So the boss is hit a bit, and now we're going back to Ninja with his basic attack. He applied a dot, which is great, and now we have a chance again to put boss's ability on cooldown. Let's try this. And we succeeded. As you can see, this is now on cooldown, which is great. Now we're attacking with Rena's basic spell. Now we're attacking Garage's. And now we have another chance to hit with basic spell. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to apply the bomb again, which would be great because it would deal great damage to the boss. But we will attack with basic attack. And now we're back to Storming Gale by Ninja, and wish us luck. This didn't go pretty well, but still, this is decent. Okay, so you see 3 monsters out of 5 are dead, which is okay for this fight. In many cases, this is the This is the outcome of this fight, but we still have a chance to kill the boss. So now Garrosh hits, now he hits again, and now Rena, I think she should heal them for a decent amount of health, and now Garrosh hits again, and now Rena hits, and now the boss hits, and now we're trying to finish this. So Rena has just popped up her mana shield, which will keep her alive for some time, which I hope will be enough for us to finish the boss. Now Rena hits again and heals herself. Garrosh hits again. Now Rena can apply another heal, which is great. Now she popped up another mana shield and she attacks and drains some life from boss. Now Garrosh attacks. Now Garrosh is stunned, but that's okay. Now Rena attacks. And now Garrosh is attacking once more with double attack. And now Rena, I hope, finishes the boss. Yeah, that went pretty well. Unfortunately, I have lost the footage from my previous attempt where the bombs were applied and they were detonated by promised time of the Oracle. But this attempt, well, went pretty well. Actually, we got the loot we were aiming for. This is Essences of Darkness, the low ones, but that's still pretty good. And this is the setup that helps me win this fight like 9 out of 10. Even if we don't pay attention to the fact that the runes on my Undine are pretty bad still. I will upgrade them, but I will do that later. Now I have to farm these Essences of Darkness. And that my Rena is not yet capped. When she is capped and when my Undine will get proper runes, I think this fight will be a piece of cake. And maybe we shall proceed to the next one, to B7. Okay guys, this is my recommendation of a monster setup for this fight. I explained you their skills. So this fight is basically dot against dot. So you want to apply as many dots to the boss, and you want to avoid as many dots as you can from him. This is achieved by the blessing, or by the spirit's blessing of Undine. She not only heals your monsters, she not only removes all the harmful effects from them, she also grants them immunity from any harmful effects for 2 turns. This is the basic ability for this fight. This is the foundation of this fight. You want to use that. Look for this monster. If you manage to obtain it, well, you know how to use it properly. What I want now is I want to hear what you think about this fight. I want you to share your experience in the comments below. Please share your experience. Please tell me which monsters do you use for such fights, for this fight particularly, and we may discuss other fights in my next videos, and I shall share my experience on them. As for now, please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you like it, and please leave your comments. I will read them all, I will answer to them all, and I will take into consideration your experience and your recommendations, because I still have much to learn in this game, and I want to become better, as any of us want. So thank you guys, and I think I'm gonna see you next time pretty soon. Cheers.
Makes me scared to close my eyes. I fight the demons you